What's going on, good people? If I can hold my mic in front of me. Today we're going to talk about 4 ways to become more disciplined. 4 ways, right? Number 1, numero uno, is to remove temptations. How do you remove temptations? 1 is thank God that I'm an introvert. I used to think I was an extrovert. I used to think that I was a social person because I can't talk to anyone. I don't see any strangers. But when I get people that come into my world that are somehow draining, that are throwing negative problems on you and not working on themselves, I get drained. And sometimes it stays with me for days, weeks. So I don't leave the home. So I leave the home. But what I try to do is when I do leave the home, I have my headphones on. I'm always taking information in. I'm always reading. I'm watching documentaries. Some people say I work too hard, but the idle mind is a devil workshop. So I'm always trying to do positive things. So when you keep your mind occupied on positive things and a great habit, it keeps you disciplined. Right? So that's one way. You know, another thing too is number 2 is to eat regularly and eat healthy. So I'm on the gluten-free diet, which gluten is in every freaking thing, because if you want to find something out interesting about wheat, read the book Wheat Belly, and it'll open your mind to what we're consuming. Because the wheat in America is not wheat. It's something that is causing a lot of sickness, is causing arthritis, inflammation, and a lot of other health problems. So now that I'm on this gluten tip, I basically have to follow the paleo diet, which is what we're supposed to be eating in the first place. Plants, vegetables, same thing, vegetables, fruit, meat, and I stay there, right? And when I went on that diet, I saw a tremendous amount of weight loss, more muscle gain, more strength, power, everything, clarity in the mind. It's amazing, right? So know what you're working toward, know what you're trying to do with that. And another thing is too, when it comes to discipline, is stop this whole perfectionist thing. Don't wait for it to feel right. There is no perfect time. Do it now. People don't want to hear you continue to talk about something over and over and over again, and then you never execute it. Execute it. And then when you execute it, don't stop it tomorrow. Keep going. Serve people. If it's a niche and there's people that are making money in that niche, find out what they're doing and make sure it aligns with what you want to do in life, right? So make sure that you're doing those things. Make sure that you're starting things, that you're not sitting there. And a lot of times you're afraid about something that doesn't even exist. It's all in the mind, right? So make sure you do that. And another thing too is, when it comes to discipline, is, and I have to tell myself this too, take breaks. If it's just getting in your car and driving an hour, turning on the music, turning on a good podcast and getting away from it, and letting, sometimes when you get out of the environment of what you're doing of work, then you can get into the thinking phase. And now I've learned that I have to take time like this during the day. So if I want to break my, get away from this office, get away from videos, and just say, hey, it's time to just think, see where I'm at in life, strategize. And then once you get to that strategy, you make sure you have your notepad and everything close beside you, and then you come back and execute. But you have to save time to do that. The greats like Beethoven, Steve Jobs, and Napoleon Hill, they believed in the walk. They believed in taking walks, not just for exercise, which that's probably was one reason for it, put the thoughts, get away from everyone and just say, hey, I'm going to take some time for myself and I'm going to take some things in. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself, people. That's all I have to say. So that's my 4 steps on having discipline. And thank you for everything, guys. If you want to know more about me, check the link below, and we'll stay in touch. So until next time, take care, guys.